Yo, what's up? Yeah, that was a really weird intro, but anyways, sounded. Never mind. My headset mic is not working right now for some reason. So, holy. Okay. Yeah. So anyways, you clicked on this video, to download Unity and install it and set it up for the very first time because you're interested in making stinking video games. Oh man, my throat is messed up. Let me try. Alright, I'm gonna try to stinking talk like this. Hopefully, I didn't blow out your eardrums right now because you should probably turn down your volume. Let me stinking. Okay, now I'm just pretending the mic isn't working. But anyways, you clicked on this video so you can install Unity, the game engine, and make games. So we're gonna do that. So the first thing you want to do is go ahead and click on your internet browser. You can any internet browser works as long as you can access the stinking internet. Go ahead and do it. And yeah, why is my door stinking doing that? Alright, you're gonna go to unity3d.com, or you can Google or Bing that competition, whichever one you prefer. Google or Bing, go ahead and do it. Type in Unity into Google. Go to unity3d.com. If you're that lazy to use your stinking fingers and type, I will post the link down below in the description. Yeah, you go ahead and do that because I recommend it because it's fast. You're already on the stinking video. Anyways, so you go here to unity3d.com and you got this nicely designed website. You can either buy it or download it. We're going to be downloading it. You don't want to spend $1,500 on a stinking engine you never used, right? Yeah, I didn't think so. Oh yeah, cool thing about Unity, they're actually making their newest engine, Unity 5. It's not out yet. You can go ahead and pre-order that if you really want to. But we're not doing that. We're downloading Unity 4.5.3. So what you want to do is click download and download Unity, whichever version it is. If you're in the future watching this video, it might be 4.5.6. I don't know. But go ahead and download the Unity with the blue button of epicness. But I'm downloading it again. I don't want to, because I already spent 11 minutes of my time downloading, and I already have it set up right here, the setup. So I'm gonna go ahead. Once you've downloaded it, you will run the setup application. You'll be prompted with this. Go ahead and run through this. Well, you're not gonna be running through it, you know. You're gonna be clicking. I agree. You want to install MonoDevelop, Unity Development Web Player. You can download the example project. I'll just do it for tutorial sakes. I think I said it right. Anyways, go ahead and install, and I'm gonna pause it and get back to you when it's done. Stinking install. I just decided I'm gonna talk to you guys while this is installing, because I have a couple cool things to say. I'm gonna be starting a new gaming series called 3 Guys Play Cry of Fear, and we're gonna be playing the game Cry of Fear, which is very stinking scary. Yeah, it's gonna be cool. Yeah, it's 2 dudes that I know, and one's from Canada. I don't know if the other one is from Canada, because I don't really know him. So I actually know one guy, and I kind of know the other guy. So pretty much 2 guys and a guy that the person that recorded doesn't know that much play Cry of Fear. And I'm also going to be building a computer rig with, here are all my stinking parts I'm going to be buying. I'm not quite sure exactly what parts, but I know already what case I'm going to be getting, the graphics card, the RAM, the an SSD hard drive, and I'm in between getting a really good i5 or a good i7. You got go ahead and post in the comments. Tell me what you think if you're a professional computer PC gaming builder, because I need some stinking, tips from you guys. If you guys want to look up the case I'm going to be buying, it's the NZXT Phantom 240. You can go ahead and Google that. It's a really nice case. I recommend it to you guys. It has a side window, a really nice side window too. So if you guys are also going to be building a computer, I recommend getting this case, and you can build in it, because that's what you do. And it's really nice. It's a white case, and it's stinking awesome. I should probably pause it now. I'm wasting a lot of time. Tell me if this is annoying you guys. Well, never mind. You can't really tell me because this is in the past. This stinking Unity is taking stinking a long dang time. Yep. Oh, it's finally stinking almost done. No, it's not. Oh, where's my stinking pin? Dang. For all the Toby fans out there, might as well entertain you guys, because you guys are awesome. You deserve to be entertained. Yeah. I'm gonna stinking pause it again, because this is, this is taking way too long. Well, I did check all the boxes, so if you guys do that, this is what you get. You're installing stinking all the example projects and everything, which is I recommend to do, so it's worth the wait. So I recommend you guys do something like play the guitar while you wait, because it's gonna take a long time. It's taking like an hour. You could probably install like stinking Counter-Strike 1.6 faster than this. No, I sound really weird, because this is an engine, and then 1.6 is a really old game. I'm gonna probably cut this part out of the video, hopefully. If I forget, you're watching it. I'm gonna pause. So after 3 and 20 minutes later, 3 hours 20 minutes later, we're done. Welcome back to the stinking Earth. And here we go. We're gonna click Run Unity 4.5.3 F3. Finish. Fatality. That just came to my mind. Don't ask why. So here we go. We got the Unity 4 loading screen. And here we are. We're gonna be asked to sign up for our free license, which allows us to use the program. You can also activate. Well, I have an existing serial. Wait. You can also activate a 30-day trial of Unity Pro, which I'm gonna do. I'm gonna activate the free version of Unity. Wait a minute. You can start using the free version immediately. Project you can make it free. Okay, free version. Go ahead and hit OK. There we go. And you're gonna type in your email and password, which I'm gonna do that. I've done this before, so I'm gonna use the same one. Alright, here we go. Start using Unity. Enjoy creating the Unity team. That's what the Unity team sounds like. If you plan on working with them, enjoy that. So go ahead and unblock from the firewall, because that's going to be annoying. Stinking Windows blocking it. I'll put this stinking. Alright, you get prompted with a project wizard. You're going to go ahead and click Create New Project. And save it to whatever location you want. You're going to go ahead and this is where you can include packages. Packages are pretty pre-made things that Unity created for you guys to use, such as character controllers like first-person controller, third-person controller. You can import textures, skyboxes, and whatever else they got in there. There's loads of stuff. Scripts as well. I'm not going to read through all of it because, you know. So we're just going to click create and not import anything at the moment. If you guys want to in the future, you can go ahead and import these because you're going to be using it a lot. Let's go ahead and just click create. It will really create it really quickly. And I'm going to show you how to import projects within the Unity engine while you're running on it already, instead of getting prompted with that window. There we go. It's taking. What the heck? I don't know what's going on with my stinky computer right now. But anyway, I just closed that thing. You don't really need it because you got this stinking guy. No, I'm just kidding. You really should look at that. If you want to open that window again, you go to Window, I think. Window? No, Help. About Unity? No. Help. Welcome screen. So you can read this. They have video tutorials, Unity basics, answers, which is like their forums. Why is the window so? Why is it so weird? Okay. Maximize. There we go. If you guys get that weird where it's like this, it's because it's not maximized. Go ahead and right click it and click maximize. I don't know how you did it on a stinking Mac. I'm sorry. So here we are. This is what Unity 3D looks like, or Unity 4 now, but it's 3D. So, the first thing you want to do, you can change where the windows are. If you go to Window and Layouts, you can go ahead and look through all this. Pick your favorite, your preferred window organization, and I think this is what I usually use. So I'm going to do this. I recommend you guys go to Layout 2x3. It's the coolest looking one. You can resize these windows. So you got your scene, which is where you build your game, pretty much. Your game window, which is what's pretty much where you can play your game in that screen. But right now we don't have a game, so it's blank or blue. You got your hierarchy, which is pretty much everything in your scene. You can click on it here. Kind of like if you used video editors before, like Adobe After Effects or Sony Vegas. You know how you have the side where you have all your things you have in your project. It's pretty much like that. So right now we just have the main camera, which is right here. We can click on it. You can double click on it and it'll zoom in on it. So I'll get back into this later. You got your project tab, which has everything you can pretty much, you have pretty much what you, that's like the video editor as well. When you import, let's say, a video clip into your project folder in the video editor, it will go in there. So pretty much you're putting all your games, everything, characters, models, animations, scripts, everything goes there. So the hierarchy is where your scene, what's in your scene, pretty much your game level, and the projects where you organize all your assets, pretty much. And the inspector is when you click on something, it gives you the properties for that thing you clicked on. So there we go. So up here you got your object controls. I'm not gonna get into this right now. Right here is pretty much you can move the screen around. Here is pretty much when you select an object, you can move it. But here I'm going to give you some shortcuts and the easiest way how I think you should be using Unity. So if you hover your mouse in the scene view, if you hover your mouse in this area in the scene, if you hit space you can oh, I guess you can't do that anymore. That's weird. But anyways, you used to be able to go to full screen, but put your mouse in the scene area and hold your right mouse button, your right click. If you hold that, you can look around by rotating your mouse. You can also move the position of your screen by using WASD. So if you're gamers, most of you are, I'm guessing, PC gamers, it's pretty much like how you walk around, let's say in Half-Life 2. So WASD, W is forward, S is back, A is left, and D is right. So once you get the hang of that, it's pretty simple to navigate around your scene. and if you hold shift, you can actually go faster. So okay, we pretty much just have the main camera inside of our scene. We're gonna go ahead and create a plane or a ground or a terrain, however you want to say it. You can do this two different ways. You can spawn a cube into the scene, or you can build a terrain asset, I guess you could call it. I'm going to show you the cube first. So if you want to import something in your scene, you gotta go up to the top of the screen where File, Edit, Assets are, and click Game Object. Once you do that, see where it says Create Other underneath Create Empty Child. This will give you a list of all these different objects and things you can create. So we're gonna go ahead and click Cube, which is right here. This area is all the geometric shapes, I guess. So we're gonna click Cube. Alright. Click that, and it should spawn wherever you're looking at in the scene. So you can see in the hierarchy, now we got the cube and the main camera. So if you select left click cube and you double click, you can zoom in on it. So if you click 2 times slowly, click, 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 or single click, I'm sorry. When you have something selected and you single click the name, you can rename it. We're going to type ground. Hit enter, there you go. You can also rename things in the inspector right here. See, right here. You can ground. There we go. So now, when you select an object in Unity, you can either you can scale, rotate, and move objects. There's 2 different ways you can do each thing. You can either click the properties up the rotation, scale, and move tools up here, and as you can see, the properties of the what you can do with the cube changes. So that's one way to do it. So you got your move, rotate, and scale. You can also use W, E, and R. W is to do the transform, which is move. E is to rotate, and R is the scale. This is how I do it. I think it's faster than going up here and clicking all the time. Whatever you like to do, if you're like the type of person that likes to click all buttons and stuff, go ahead and do that. But the shortcut is W, E, and R. W is scale, move, E is rotate, and R is the scale. So we're going to push R, and now you got these 3 different little axes, different colors: green, a cube, a green cube, a red cube, and a blue cube. These things represent, if you look in the top right corner of your scene, you got your y-axis, z, and x-axis. And if you know, 3D has those axes. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna scale on the z, so we can do we can stretch it out forward and backwards right here. And then on the x right here, the red cube, you can scale out the width. So there we go. We got a floor or a ground. So now we got a ground, and what we're gonna do now is pretty much one of the coolest things you're gonna do for the first time. So in your project tab, you're gonna right click on assets and click import package, and then all the list of the packages, go ahead and click character controller. So this is going to decompress the package. You're going to get prompted with this: import a package. Character controller, click import, because everything's selected for you. Once you click import, it will import the whole entire package for your character controllers. And you can also create your own character controller when you're really advanced in coding, but we're not going to do that right now. So go ahead. So once we're here, you can so whatever you in your project tab, if you click on a folder, it will expand the folder onto the side. If you don't like that, it pretty much shows what's in the folder on the right side of it. If you don't like that, you can close this side more a little bit, just leave it like this. I forget how to do it, I'm sorry. Go to click standard assets, character controllers folder, and drag in the first person controller onto your scene. There you go. So with the mouse, you left click and drag the first person controller, drag it over into your scene view, and you just import your character. We're gonna use the transform / move tool by hitting the W key and moving the character controller up. The reason we're doing this is because it has a box collider as well as the cube / ground you created earlier. So if you have your character inside the ground, you won't be able to move at all, or actually you would fall through the map. So if you can't tell really if your character is above your ground, hold the right mouse button again so you can move around using WASD, and if you use Q, you can go down, and E to go up. So now if you press Q a little bit or hold it, you can inspect this now, and as you can see, the character is above the floor. If you want to see better, you can add a light, but we're going to do that after this. So once your character is above the floor, go ahead and click play up here, and inside your game window, boom, you're stinking playing. So this is pretty much like every PC first person shooter. WASD to move and mouse to look around. So that's pretty cool. If you spacebar is the jump, that's all we pretty much got for controls. You can fall off the map right here, and you can't do anything, so you gotta stop playing by hitting the play button at the top. So that's cool. We're gonna go ahead and import a light now. So if you want to import a light, you're gonna go ahead and go to game object again, create other, and there's different types of lights. There's directional light, point light, spotlight, and area light. We're gonna import a directional light. So go to game object, create other directional light. Boom, as you can see, it's already bright. So here's our light. It looks like a little sun. Drag this up a little bit. You can see the rays of the light where it's reflecting to the points of the light shining down to the objects. You can rotate the light by hitting E while you have the light selected. You can rotate it, see how it kind of moves the light, and by pressing W you can move it by using the little arrows that are here. So inside the inspector on the right, when you have the light selected, you can change the brightness, pretty much the intensity of it. So as you can see, we can make it really stinking bright, or really nothing at all. So we're going to turn it down a little bit, so right about there. Now you notice our world is pretty ugly. Our game is stinking not eye-appealing at all. So what we're going to do, we're going to first add a skybox. So we're going to import a pre-made skybox by right-clicking on assets again in the project tab, going to import package, skyboxes. Alright, and once again you click import, and this should import the packages. So yeah, we're gonna wait for this. It's almost done. There's a lot of skyboxes that they preload inside of Unity. That's pretty cool. You can also create your own skybox if you're an artist on the computer. You can also create textures, characters, whatever you want. So here we go. So in our project tab, you can see skyboxes. You can click on it, and we have all these skyboxes. Now you're thinking, oh, so I'm gonna probably just click this, drag it into the sky area of our scene, and there we go, we got a skybox. Nope. This is a little bit different. What you gotta do is you gotta click edit on the top, window properties up here, file, edit assets up here. You're gonna click edit, render settings at the bottom a little bit, and in the inspector you got all these properties and settings. Where it says skybox material, you can go ahead and click this circle on the side, bring up all the skyboxes, and you can select one of these, or you can drag one of these inside your project tab onto the Skybox material box. That's what I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna pick the Sunny 2 Skybox onto Skybox material, and boom, we got our Skybox. So yeah, this is pretty much the first episode of Unity tutorials. This is how to download Unity and set it up. So there we go. We pretty much got our first look at Unity. I hope it wasn't too complicated. I hope this is my first Unity tutorial, if you didn't know. Yeah. So thumbs up the video if you like this tutorial. I will be making many more if you guys do enjoy it and you kind of get some information out of it, hopefully. So yeah, I'm gonna end the first episode like right here. Yeah. So peace out, guys. I'll see you in the next vid.